Hello students, see the concept of cost. For producing anything, okay, there is certain amount of cost that is involved. So in this we will study all those types of cost which are involved in production. We took one example in the production function that if we want to make tea, so for that we will need many things such as tea leaves, milk, water, etc. Okay, gas will also be required. So students, for acquiring all those things, those materials which will be needed for production process, so for acquiring those things we will have to incur some of the cost. Okay, so cost is basically that amount which is incurred by us for acquiring the things which are to be used in the process of production. Say students, in concept of cost, firstly we will see two types of cost. That is, first one is your explicit cost and second one is implicit cost. Okay, so explicit and implicit, what does this mean? That whatever raw material or whatever the material that we require for production, if we are acquiring those materials, okay, from external market, or let us say only market, if we are acquiring those things, we are purchasing those things from market, so some cost will be incurred there. Okay, that cost is known as explicit cost. Clear? Second is implicit cost. Now what does implicit here means? That suppose for our production process we need one building, okay, and if my business is there, my production is to be done, and I am having my own vacant building, so instead of purchasing any building from market or taking the building on rent, what will I do? If I am having my own building, so I will use my own building in the process of production. Okay, it simply means that in under implicit cost we don't purchase the materials from market, okay, but what we do, we use our own materials. It could be our own land, building, okay, if some raw materials are there, if I am having my own materials, so why will I purchase from the market? So all those things which we use our own, okay, here we will not purchase from the market, but it is our self materials. Okay, so this is known as implicit cost. So just a basic simple difference is that explicit cost, all the cost from market, and implicit, it is self materials will be used. Okay, we will not purchase anything from the market. Now coming to the important topic that will be covered under this chapter, okay, that is your short run cost. Already we have seen that in the production function we were studying about the short run production function, okay, in which we were using two types of factors. One was fixed factor and one was variable factor. So in short run cost there will be two types of cost. One will be your fixed costs and second is variable cost. Okay, simple thing is here, okay, short run production we were seeing, same is here short run cost. So under short run cost we will have fixed cost and variable cost. What we mean by fixed cost is very simple meaning is there, that all those cost which is incurred on acquiring the fixed factors, okay, like fixed assets like building, land, machineries, okay, whatever fixed assets are there. So all those cost which is incurred on purchasing the fixed materials is known as our fixed cost. Okay, variable cost, with the name itself it is clear, the cost which is incurred on purchasing the variable factors. Okay, variable factors like raw material, fuel, electricity, or you may say labor. Okay, all those cost will be known as your variable cost. Clear? So this is fixed cost and variable cost. See students, in fixed cost, we will see one schedule and we have to represent this in the form of diagram. Suppose we make a table, okay? This will be our output and this is fixed cost, okay? Output is starting 0. There is no output, okay? Then output is 1, 2 and 3. What you have to see here is that suppose in the fixed cost we are taking land, okay? Now what happens here is that before starting of our business, before even the production starts, we will have to purchase land, okay? It means that there is no direct relation between the fixed cost and the output, okay? What I am saying is that even if the production is not started, we will have to incur the fixed cost. We will have to purchase the land, then we will make the building, then our production will start, okay? So even if the output is 0, there will be some fixed cost. Suppose we are taking fixed cost as 10 here, okay? So purchasing land we have invested 10 lakh rupees here, okay? So at all the levels it will be 10 only. We will not purchase land again and again. Only one time we will purchase, okay? So fixed cost will remain fixed at all the levels of production, whatever output is there, okay? Even if the output is 0 then also, and if the output is maximum also, then also fixed cost will remain fixed. If we look at the diagram students, then the curve of fixed cost will always be like this. See, this will be your output, this is fixed cost, okay? Suppose at this level the fixed cost is 10. So at all the levels of output, the fixed cost will be same, that is 10. Here you can see it as 10, so we will not change. So your curve will be like this for fixed cost, okay? Coming to variable cost. Now your variable cost is that cost which changes with output or which has a direct effect in output, okay? This is our output and this is variable cost. Let us say labor, okay? Now if the output is 0, will there be any variable cost? No. Variable cost will only start when production will start. If we are using the labors, then there will be some output. If we are using the raw materials, there will be some output, okay? So variable cost will be 0 when the output is 0. Clear? As we increase the variable cost, suppose now we have called one labor and we are giving him some wages, so that is our cost. Now that labor will work and he will give some of the output here, okay? So you can see the difference here. As we will increase the number of variable cost like this, our output will also increase, okay? And if we want to denote this in the form of diagram, it goes on like this. Here it will be our output, this is variable cost. So as per this, okay, output, our variable cost will also increase. So this will be somehow like this, okay? Variable cost curve will be like this, but fixed cost will be a straight line here. Now suppose we want to make both the diagrams together, okay? See, fixed cost plus variable cost will be equal to total cost, okay? What is total cost? Fixed cost and variable cost. When we will add both, we will get our total cost, okay? For making the diagram of total cost, how it will be made, look here. See, nothing you have to do, just firstly make, this will be your output, okay? This is fixed cost and variable cost, clear? So fixed cost is at all the levels, it is 10 only, Okay, so make it like this. And variable cost, it will start from here, from 0. Okay, this is your variable cost, this is fixed cost, and when you have to represent total cost, clear? So total cost is, students, what I told, fixed cost plus variable cost. Fixed cost is 10 plus variable cost is 0. 10 plus 0, 10. So it will start from 10, okay, not from 0. Total cost, it means fixed cost is also included. So start it from here. Now 10 plus 1, 11. Then 10 plus 2, 12. Like this it will increase. So it will go in this pattern. And this curve will represent total cost. Okay, it means that it is the addition of fixed cost plus variable cost. Okay, so students, in this video, this was all about the concept of cost, in which we have seen the explicit, implicit, and under short run cost we have seen fixed cost and variable cost. In the next video we will see the further types of cost, that is total cost, which we have already seen, average cost, marginal cost, and what is the relation between them. Okay, so in this video we'll end here only. Thank you.